Hello everyone, welcome to new video. Today we are going to discuss about new chapter that is means that is not a new chapter which we have earlier taken. We'll take this revision. Okay, so we are going to discuss today. We are going to discuss about laws of motion. So students, what is meant by laws of motion? Motion we have earlier discussed. What is meant by motion? The change in the position of object. Change in position with respect to surrounding. Change in position with respect to surrounding, then object is said to be motion. If object is changing its position with respect to surrounding, then the object is said to be in motion. So that's the reason previously students were asking about me, so what is the difference between motion and rest? If we are talking means if we are walking on a trampoline, if we are walking on a treadmill, अगर हम लोग ट्रेडमिल के ऊपर चल रहे हैं तो हम लोग मोशन में है क्या? बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, क्योंकि हम लोग पोजीशन चेंज नहीं कर रहे होते, एक ही जगह पे हम लोग मोशन में आ रहे होते हैं. सो दैट्स द रीजन जब ऑब्जेक्ट अपना पोजीशन चेंज करता है, एक प्लेस से दूसरे प्लेस पे जाता है, पर किसके विद रिस्पेक्ट टू सराउंडिंग, उसने सराउंडिंग के रिस्पेक्टिवली अपना पोजीशन जो है वो चेंज करना चाहिए, तब और तभी जाके हम लोग क्या बोल सकते हैं, ऑब्जेक्ट जो है मोशन में. अगर ऑब्जेक्ट अपना प्लेस मोशन जो है मतलब अपना पोजीशन जो है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू सराउंडिंग चेंज नहीं कर रहा है, तो उस टाइम पे उसको क्या बोलेंगे हम लोग कि ऑब्जेक्ट इज सेड टू बी इन अ रेस्ट. ऑब्जेक्ट उस टाइम पे कौन से पोजीशन पे होगा? रेस्ट पोजीशन पे होगा. सो दैट्स द रीजन, दैट इज जस्ट अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन मोशन एंड रेस्ट. सो व्हाट इज नाउ मोशन तो हमने देख लिया कि मोशन मींस व्हाट, व्हेन ऑब्जेक्ट चेंजेस इट्स प्लेस विद रिस्पेक्ट टू सराउंडिंग. नाउ अ सेकंड पॉइंट इज डिस्टेंस एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट. डिस्टेंस एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट. So what is meant by distance and what is meant by displacement? Distance is nothing but the total path covered by object from initial point to final point. एक पॉइंट कंसिडर करिए, ये A पॉइंट है, ऑब्जेक्ट A से गया B पॉइंट पे, B से गया C पॉइंट पे, C से गया D पॉइंट पे. ओके, सो A B B C एंड C D ये क्या हुआ? उसका टोटल डिस्टेंस हुआ. और डिस्प्लेसमेंट के लिए क्या बोलेंगे हम लोग? द पाथ कवर बाय ऑब्जेक्ट फ्रॉम इनिशियल पॉइंट टू फाइनल पॉइंट इन स्ट्रेट लाइन डायरेक्शन. मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट मेंशन द वर्ड देयर, दैट इज कि शॉर्टेस्ट पाथ ट्रैवल बाय ऑब्जेक्ट और बॉडी फ्रॉम इनिशियल टू फाइनल पॉइंट. यू नो स्टूडेंट्स, अगर ए बी सी डी अगर हम लोग ओवरऑल पाथ देखते हैं, ये तो एज कंपेयर टू ए बी सी डी ये शॉर्टेस्ट पाथ हो गया ना, पर ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट है क्या? ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट नहीं है, ये क्या है? डिस्टेंस है. सो शॉर्टेस्ट पाथ जो होना चाहिए, तो एक तो शॉर्टेस्ट पाथ तो होना ही चाहिए, साथ में क्या होना चाहिए? वो स्ट्रेट लाइन में भी होना चाहिए. अगर वो स्ट्रेट लाइन में शॉर्टेस्ट पाथ है, सो देन एंड देन ओनली वी सेड दैट ऑब्जेक्ट इज सेड टू बी इन motion. Okay students, now next point is we have finished our rest and motion over here. Okay, now distance and displacement over here. So the unit of distance is meter and displacement is also meter. So SI unit of both the quantity, that is distance and displacement, is same, that is meter. दोनों का भी SI unit क्या होता है? सेम होता है, that is distance का और displacement का. और दो क्वांटिटी आती है, that is speed and velocity, उन दोनों का भी यूनिट जो है कांस्टेंट ही होता है. और एक क्वांटिटी आती है जिसका यूनिट होता है एक्सेलरेशन एंड एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी. इन दोनों का भी यूनिट कैसा होता है? सेम होता है. अभी हमने देखा था डिस्टेंस एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट के बारे में. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट स्पीड एंड वेलोसिटी. स्पीड एंड वेलोसिटी. What is meant by speed? See, for the speed you have to take with respect to distance per unit time. यू नो हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं कि ये ऑब्जेक्ट जो है बहुत स्पीड से जा रहा है. मतलब एक नॉर्मली हम लोग एग्जांपल ले सकते, देखो कि एक पॉइंट है, दो पॉइंट्स है जो कि स्ट्रेट लाइन पे है, ए पोजीशन और बी पोजीशन. इनको जाना है, बी को जाना है बी डैश पे, ए को जाना है ए डैश पे. ए डैश थ्रू आउट ए एंड बी डैश थ्रू आउट बी. ओके, so the a dash start traveling, both the bodies start traveling, but it reaches to the point a dash within in 1 hour only, and the b dash reaches to the point b within in 30 minutes only. So the tell me student, who has a greater speed? Who has a greater speed as compared to A? B has a greater speed, or B compared to A has a greater speed? So obviously B has a greater speed than that of A. Why so? Because it covers equal distance but less in time. Okay, so that's the reason speed is equal to distance divided by time. To means to obtain the unit, distance unit has meter and the time is measured in seconds. So that's the reason SI unit of distance speed is meter per Second, same as velocity. For velocity, what you have to do is, for velocity you have to take displacement upon time. So that is why it comes again meter divided by second, that is again meter per second. So that is why the SI unit of speed velocity and the SI unit of distance displacement, distance and displacement is same. That is, for distance is meter and for velocity is meter per second. Okay, for distance displacement it measured in meter and for velocity it measured in meter per second. Okay student, so that is what the difference between distance and displacement, speed and velocity. If you wanted to obtain the difference between distance and displacement, speed and velocity, so for that we make the column. While doing the column circumstances, I'm just going to write down the points and going to write down so shortly. Why so? Taking here distance, here displacement. So distance is random path, means there is a no fixed direction, random path. Displacement is straight path. These are the difference between distance and displacement. First is there, second is random total path. Here's comes short path, shortest path. Okay student, this is what distance is scalar quantity. This is what vector quantity. Due to scalar don't have any direction, doesn't depend on direction, do depend on direction. Okay students, it do depend on direction, it do not depend on direction. These are the difference between distance and displacement. Okay, in examination such a type of a questions will ask, that is give the difference between distance and displacement. So you have to make two columns, first for distance, another for displacement, and afterwards you have to write down the points. Okay students, I have explained these all concept in detail previously. Videos are available in my playlist, go and check it out over there. Okay, next is speed velocity. So same thing is there for speed and velocity again. So what is meant by speed? Speed is nothing but the distance upon time, here displacement upon time. Scalar, vector, depend on distance, do not depend, it is depend on displacement. Unit is meter per second and here also meter per second. Four points are there. Okay students, so easy. Okay, earlier I have explained this point also. This is what the revision video, that's why I have taken this concept as so little bit. But if you wanted to check all the video, so go and check the playlist. Okay students, next, here's though our distance displacement, all the point is over. Now next is acceleration. What is meant by acceleration and how the acceleration comes? You know student, acceleration is nothing but the change in velocity. Now what is meant by change in velocity? That is final velocity minus initial velocity per unit time. The change in velocity per unit time is known as acceleration. Can suppose an object A goes to the point B which is on inclined plane. देखो कैसा प्लेन है ये, inclined plane है. अगर ऑब्जेक्ट A पोजीशन से B पोजीशन पे जा रहा है inclined plane से, यहाँ पे समझो ये ऑब्जेक्ट है जो कि वॉक करने वाला है towards B. So in this article or in this case we are clearly instructed that the object start from position A2 goes towards position B, but the speed of object at point A is 0 while at point B is max. So here come the what? Change in velocity, because here velocity is 0 and here velocity is maximum. So that's the reason, and it requires a time because it is not possible that the object maintain its speed from A to B within 0.000000 seconds, which means it cannot be say that the object goes from point A to point B within 0 seconds. It requires some time, it requires some duration. So that duration is taken as a time. So that is why, so change in velocity per unit time is known as acceleration. And there was a type of acceleration too. See over here beta, we'll going to discuss about type of acceleration later on, but right now change in velocity v minus u upon t. So that is why it comes to be v minus u upon t. That's the reason v meter per second, and the time is in seconds. So that's the reason SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square, because this second goes to the down, which is in division, multiply with seconds, so meter per second square. So the unit came like meter per second square. So that is the SI unit of acceleration. Now there was a 3 type of acceleration. What was they, means what they are? First is positive, second is negative, and third is 0. So these all acceleration, these are the type of acceleration which are dependent on velocity, that is initial or final velocity, depend on v and u, okay, whereas v is the final velocity and u as a initial velocity. Now we are going to discuss about acceleration. So type of acceleration, first point is positive acceleration. See students, one object is there which goes from point A to point B. Another object is there which goes from B to point C. And another object is there which goes from C to point D. Okay. So the object is traveling throughout A to B, B to C, and C to D. As you can see on the screen right now, you are able to see this. That is how the object exactly travels. Okay students, now here consider, suppose object is there and a person who started traveling. Just tell me beta, slope is there, slope, line incline slope is there. If slope is there, so is its velocity, initial velocity is greater or final velocity is greater? Of course, initial velocity is less than that of final velocity, because it is slope, because it walk on a slope. That's the reason. Suppose consider over here, initial velocity should be 0, while it goes toward point B, its velocity becomes 10. Okay students, now from B to C, its velocity remains constant because it is on a straight path. It is on a straight path. So velocity v is equal to, u is equal to also 10, and v is equal to 10. Okay, both the position velocity remains constant. V is also equal to 10 and u is also equal to 10. Right now object goes from C to D, which is upside inclined portion. Upside inclined portion, due to that its velocity decreases, and its velocity decreases from 10 to u is equal to 0. Okay, because it goes on a final point, that is D, and here u becomes, sorry, here u becomes, here u becomes 10 and v becomes 0, because up to inclined portion it goes with a 0. Now just tell me students, here in both the case, from A to B it requires 2 seconds, from B to C again 2 seconds, for C to D again 2 seconds. Okay students, now just check it out. Here u is equal to z, v is 0, v is equal to 10. Now what we can mention over here, see, A is equal to v minus u upon t. That is what we are a formula for calculating acceleration. So here v is equal to 10. 10 minus 0 divided by 2 is equal to 5, because 10 minus 0 is equal to 10, 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So answer is positive 5. Positive 5. So just tell me beta, initial velocity is greater or final velocity is greater? In this case, final velocity greater than that of initial velocity. So when final velocity is greater, final is greater than that of initial, final velocity is greater than initial velocity is known as positive acceleration. Now here, initial 10, final also 10. So A is equal to again v minus u, that is 10 minus 10 divided by 2 is equal to 0 divided by 2. We know very well 0 divided by anything is equal to 0. So that is why both the velocities are equal, which means there is no change in velocity. That is called as zero acceleration when v is equal to u. If v is equal to u, then it is called as zero acceleration. Now the last is C over here. Its velocity decreases and might be over here it becomes 0. So that is why 0 minus 10 divided by 2, which is minus 5 divided by 2, which is minus 5. when final velocity is less than that of initial velocity is known as negative acceleration. So for negative acceleration, final velocity is final velocity is less than that of initial velocity, or we can mention over here initial velocity is greater than that of final velocity is known as negative acceleration. In this module, I have explained this module earlier. If you have a doubt, so you can go and check the playlist, you get the video that is type of acceleration. In that I have explained all the concept in detail. Right now for positive acceleration, how we can mention the positive acceleration over here. So for the positive acceleration, we can say that is final velocity is greater than initial velocity. For negative acceleration, initial velocity is greater than final velocity, and for zero acceleration, when initial velocity and final velocity are equal, are said to be zero acceleration. Okay student, this is what the type of acceleration. Okay, now next is uniform motion. Okay, next is uniform motion. For that I am just going to take one table. On the basis of that table I am going to explain you how this terms concept that is came. That is uniform motion. First is uniform motion. See student, here I am going to take the table, tabulate the table, that is time, object A, object B, object C. Okay, if you see, time is 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes and 50 minutes. Okay, object A goes 100 meter, that is in minute, and that is in meter. It is also all are in meter. Okay, so object goes 100 meter, object B goes 50 meter, and object C is go 25 meter. Next, in 20 after 10 minutes, object A goes 200 meter, object B goes 100 meter, object C goes 50 meter. Okay, again after 30 seconds, object A goes 310 meter, object B goes 150 meter, object C goes 75 meter. After 40 minutes, again after 10 minutes, object A goes 410 meter, object B goes 200 meter, object C goes 100 meter. After 50 minutes, last 50 minutes, if we clearly see over here, object A goes 510 meter, object B goes 250 meter, object C goes 124 meter. So just tell me students, which object goes uniformly and which object goes non-uniformly, or all the object goes uniformly or all the object goes non-uniformly. How could you say like that? Ki object A goes with a uniform speed, object B goes with a uniform, or object C. For to calculate this, see this, 100, 100, 20 to 100. Okay, so again in 10 minutes it covers only 100 meter. Here in 10 minutes it covers 110 meter. 10 meter is extended. 10 meter is extended. Over here also 100. Here also 100. Which means object A goes non-uniformly. Second, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. Uniform goes. See, third one. 25, 50, 75, 100, 124. Again non-uniform. Why so? Because it always cover 25, 25, 25, 25, and here it covers 24. That's why object first 50, 50, 50, 50 and 50. Object A 100, 100, 110. Again 100, again 100. So at a particular instant of point, object A goes 110. At particular point it goes 110, and object C also goes at a particular point 24. That's the reason object A and C is said to be non-uniform while object B is said to be uniform. How could you define this? So when object cover equal distance in equal interval of time, equal distance, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, equal distance, because if you minus this 250 minus 200, 50, 200 minus 150, 50, 150 minus 100, 50, 100 minus 50, 50, 50 minus 0, 50. Here it is not came. See this, 500 minus 410, 100, 410 minus 310, 100, 310 minus 200, 110. That's the reason, and again here 100. So that is why it is not. And here also 25, 124 minus So if you calculate this, so we can clearly say that object C goes non-uniformly while object A and B goes uniformly. So for uniform motion, how we can mention the definition? When object goes or object cover equal distance in equal interval of time, then object is said to be uniform motion. For uniform circular motion, UCM, what we can say? See, when object cover equal distance in equal interval of time but in circular path. Okay, when it covers the time in circular path, then it's said to be in uniform circular motion. Afterwards, we have a Newton's 3 laws of motion. Okay, Newton 3 laws of motion. What are they? See beta. So Newton first law of motion said that every inanimate body, means a body inanimate means what? A body made by matter, having mass, volume, area, visible. Inanimate means what? Inanimate means what? This thing. So the body which is visible to us, the body which has a mass, the body which has a structure, which has a unit, which has a component, which are visible to our naked eyes, or which are visible by microscope also, are said to be inanimate body. Every inanimate body is in position of rest or in uniform motion unless an external unbalanced force does not act on it. See student, what is meant by unbalance or unexternal or external unbalance or balance? What is exactly meaning of these things? So students, we have clearly seen that every object, whatever object is there, whatever the thing is there, doesn't matter that whatever the things, okay? So if we wanted to move that object, so we have to apply the force. If we are able to apply the force, then only object get displaced. If we are unable to apply the force, the object does not get displaced. मैं तो बोलता हूँ कि आजकल स्टूडेंट्स जो है वो पिक्चर देखना ही बंद कर दो. वाई सो? बिकॉज देखो, साउथ इंडियन मूवीज अगर आपने देख लिए ना, उसमें फिजिक्स है ही नहीं. साउथ इंडियन मूवीज देख लीजिए, बॉलीवुड मूवीज देख लीजिए, कोई भी. मैं मतलब मुझे ऐसे थॉट आया था माइंड में कि ये जो पिक्चर्स बनाने वाले या फिर फिल्म बनाने वाले जो फिल्मकार होते हैं, उन्होंने कभी फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, बायो पढ़ा ही नहीं है कि क्या है. मैंने तो कई एक मूवीज़ में ऐसा तक देख लिया है कि एक ट्रेन आ रही थी, दौड़ते दौड़ते धड़क 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 करते करते एक ट्रेन आ रही थी, हीरो ऐसे पिश करता है और वो उंगली दिखाता है, वो ट्रेन पूरी की पूरी पीछे चली जाती है. अरे भाई, वहाँ पे न्यूटन है या नहीं है? न्यूटन है या नहीं है वहाँ पे? अरे कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट अगर मोशन में है तो उसको सडनली स्टॉप भी नहीं कर सकते, सडनली मतलब उसको मोशन में भी नहीं ला सकते. दैट इज इनर्शिया ऑफ रेस्ट एंड इनर्शिया ऑफ मोशन दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस ओवर हियर. फर्स्ट इज एवरी ऑब्जेक्ट इज इन पोजिशन ऑफ रेस्ट. अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट रुके वाला है तो उसको चलाने के लिए भी फोर्स लगेगा, और अगर मोशन में है तो उसको स्टॉप करने के लिए भी क्या लगेगा? फोर्स लगेगा. टू स्टार्ट और स्टॉप द ऑब्जेक्ट इट नीड्स अ फोर्स विच इज अनबैलेंस. अब इसी के बेस बना था देखो, इनर्शिया, इनर्शिया ऑफ रेस्ट एंड इनर्शिया ऑफ मोशन. व्हाट इज मीन बाय इनर्शिया ऑफ रेस्ट? अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट रुके वाला है और उसको सडनली स्टार्ट किया, इफ ऑब्जेक्ट इज इन रेस्ट, सडनली स्टार्ट मूविंग, इट गेट बैक जर्क. एग्जाम्पल के तौर पर अगर आप बस में बैठे वाले हो, कार में बैठे वाले हो, कार वाले ने सडनली, ड्राइवर ने अगर कार स्टार्ट कर दी तो हम लोगों को बैक जर्क मिलता है, हम लोग पीछे की साइड में से धक्का खा लेते हैं. तो दैट इज इनर्शिया ऑफ रेस्ट. नाउ इनर्शिया ऑफ मोशन, व्हाट इज मीन बाय इनर्शिया ऑफ मोशन? अगर ऑब्जेक्ट मोशन में है, ऑब्जेक्ट अगर कंटिन्यूअस मोशन में और सडनली रुक गया तो वो फ्रंट जर्क लेता है. विच मीन्स अगर आप कार में बैठे वाले और कार अगर चल रही है और अगर कार वाले ने सडनली ब्रेक लगा दिया तो आप सामने की साइड में झुकते हो, बराबर ना? तो मेरे मन में बहुत सारे ऐसे सवाल आते हैं कभी कभी कि कभी भी मैं साउथ इंडियन मूवीज देखता हूँ कि उस मूवी में क्या होता है मालूम है? ऐसा एक हीरो गाड़ी के ऊपर बैठे वाला होता है, गाड़ी ऐसे हवा में उड़ती है, इट सडनली स्टार्ट फ्लाइंग ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ एयर. हाउ इज इट पॉसिबल? If is it possible, then tell me the thing, tell me the science behind it. Is it physics there is or not? Or Newton is exactly right or not? I was getting confused. I was literally getting confused because one of the movies I have seen that the hero standing over there and train come with a speed of 120 km/h. Actually, the train came towards the hero by speed of 120 km/h. Then it shows two finger and that it shows that go back and the train start moving back. What is this? Is that inertia of motion is there or not? If this train comes continuous in motion, it can't be stopped very quickly. it needs some space, that is, it is inertia of rest. But in that frictional movies, what exactly happened? Even though I was getting confused, some of the movies I have seen that the villain is hero is sitting on a car in front of the bonnet of a car, and the car start roaming in the air. It start lifting by 3 and 4 times and then comes down. Even though I have seen somewhat movie that jokes just take as a joke. So some of movie I have seen that one hero is there who made a heart. I was getting confused. Is that biology is there or not, or he had never seen biology or what, and speaking in fluent English. Okay, so in that movie he made the heart with a thermocol, and afterwards what he has to do, he has to place this implant this heart into another's body, and he start walking, he start running on a ground, because you know every time they have a thousands of gypsies, bikes, vehicles in movies. I am talking about, particularly talking about movies. Thousands of jeeps, vehicles they are having, and at the particular instant of time they don't have even bicycle. What they have to do is they have to walk, they have to run. They started running, goes to the hospital, villain came, gave a fight, dishcam, and that heart goes up and it break the wall, and it goes inside the, means breaking by that glass wall, it goes inside and directly fit to the patient, and doctor starts stitching to it, and heart started pumping. I was getting confused. How is it possible? Heart which is made by muscles, human muscles, and he made the heart with the help of thermocol, and they start activating. And even though it start blinking also, while LED was there, it was started blinking. I was getting confused. What was that? Exactly these things were happens or what? If these things were happen, so never goes died. Never goes failure, heart failure or never came. So that is the different thing. Let it be, it is a part of a joke. We'll come over here. Why so I'm just telling these things? Because I just wanted to interrupt you. I just wanted to focus you on this point, that is inertia of rest and inertia of motion. Now the second point is came, that is second law of Newton, that is every force has equal amount of momentum. It requires the equal amount of momentum. How it will be? So I'll tell you the second law. The second law is state that is rate of change in momentum. Change in momentum is equal to applied force. How it is? See, momentum indicated by rho, that is mass into velocity. But change in momentum, so that's the reason mu minus mv divided by t, because it requires a time. Next, take m as a common one, so m v minus u upon t. We know very well v minus u upon t is equal to a. So that is why what we have to do is take a as reducing this equation. So what? Momentum is equal to m into a. But we know very well F is equal to again ma. So put the value of ma over here, F. So momentum is equal to F. That is what equation is proof. I have explained this equation in detail, but right now it is just like that. Momentum is equal to force. What I have to do is taking momentum, change in momentum, mu minus mv divided by t, because it requires a time. Without duration of time, nothing will happen. Taking m as a common, v minus u upon t as it is. We know very well v minus u upon t is equal to acceleration. Putting the value of here, so m is equal to a. So I got t, momentum is equal to ma, but we know very well force is also equal to ma. Next, if you put over here, so F, so momentum is equal to F, which is proof that a change in momentum is equal to applied force. And the now is my favorite, Newton's third law of motion. So interesting law, as seen by me in my physics, means in the total duration whenever I studied physics yet. So in that I have, that is every action has equal and opposite reaction. See, better for that what you have to do is, if you take the ball, throw on a wall, it goes on a wall, turn back with the same path. So every action has equal and opposite reaction. If you have a bullet, if you fired the bullet from the gun, if you have a gun, you fired it, bullet, throughout the gun, so your hand get back jerk, that is like dish, like whatever the sound is came, I don't know. because nowadays the movies are exactly extreme. Because I was wondering ki in some of movies there was one person is there who is dying. He used Newton's third law. What he has to do is he has a bullet, he has a gun in his hand. When he start falling, he fired the bullet on a ground, and with the reaction he again stand up. Extreme, more than extreme, let it be. So every action has equal and opposite reaction. For that, if you have a ball, throw on a wall, so it comes back and in the same path. So that is why it is considered to be as a equal and opposite reaction, or equal and opposite instantaneous reaction. Whatever the action you are doing, you get reaction exactly on the same time at that same position. Okay students, so this is the first part first of our revision chapter, that is revision later, that is laws of motion. Okay students, so this is what the part first, that is laws of motion. In part second, I have interesting stories for this thing also, means for our education only. Don't take it as the next one, because nowadays you are getting bored. That's the reason I was just making some little bit jokes inside it, and let it be. So for that, I hope you understand this phenomenon. If you understand this phenomenon, ब्रिटिशियन आ गया ना थोड़ा, चलो ठीक है, हमारे भारतीय आते हैं फिर से. मुझे लगता है आपको ये कंसेप्ट सारे पसंद समझ में तो आ गए होंगे. If you have a doubt, whatever doubt you are having, you have to ask me in the comment box which is given below. Otherwise you can ask me whatever the doubt you are having. And second is subscribe button is there, you have to subscribe the button. Why so I am saying this thing? Because whenever I'll upload the video, if I was forgotten to inform you, so you directly get the notification from there. So that is why you have to subscribe the channel. Okay, I hope you understand this phenomenon. Regarding to this phenomenon, if regarding to any phenomenon, don't consider me as only this thing. Regarding any type, anything, whatever the doubt you are having, you can ask me in the comment box which is given below. Thanks for the watching. Thank you.